Hello guys, my name is Fox and welcome to the first part of our new Crusader Kings 2 series, this time with Conclave expansion, which adds a lot of new content to the game, mostly the Chancellor, like Council options and child education and just a lot of other things. And yeah, I've been looking around the map, trying to find who I should play, and I found out that apparently here inside, like in the middle of Saudi Arabia, I think, there are now new tribal people, like the Shia ones, or the Sunni ones, and the Mayafizites. And I'm pretty sure in the previous versions of the game there was no tribals around here. Mali were tribal, and there were tribal around here as well. But I'm pretty sure that all of these guys were feudal or Ikta, and now they're tribal, so I thought, why not play as one of them? I thought about playing like as Elodie or some of these guys Mayafizites, but it's a little bit, it's gonna be a little bit problematic to expand as them, because they're all like encircled by the same religion, or they're all Mayafizite around here, and it would be kind of problematic to expand. So instead, I decided to take this guy, Ukhai Drid. He is Shia, he's also tribal. It's a little bit dangerous to play as him because we're gonna have a border with Abbasids, but tribal people have a lot of nice mechanics that might help us survive. So let's just go jump into the game as this guy, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about what I'm planning to do. What I'm planning to do is try to expand, try to a little bit pillage everyone around us, and expand to the point where we're going to be able to create a merchant republic, because I haven't played as a merchant republic for quite a while, and yeah, just playing as a feudal guy is not really that fun. So we're going to be going from this tribe to like expand in here, try to create a republic, and then probably try to like spread our republic influence over like India or maybe this region, because what's unique about this region is that there's no scripted republics supposed to be in here, like Venice or Amalfi in the European region. So if you're gonna create a republic here, we're gonna have like monopoly, we're not gonna have any problems, we're gonna have a lot of income, and income of course gonna help us expand quite a lot with all the ratings and stuff. So that's basically the plan. But we still have a lot of dangers, as I already said, because we are tribal, first of all, and we're Shia, and everyone around here is Sunni. And yeah, they would like to kill us, so I would need to do something with that. So what are we gonna do? First of all, there's gonna be a lot of things with the Conclave expansion that I'm not really familiar with. So let's hope I'm gonna have not too much problems. But yeah, let's start with like taking our ambition, I guess. Become Paragon of Virtue, or become King of Arabia, or build a war chest. Also, all of this ambition got reworked, because this thing, like, it were called a mass wealth, now it's built war chest, and it's, the conditions are quite different. Has amassed a sustainably large amount of money for his realm, 300 for county, 500 for duchy, 700 for kingdom, 1000 for empire. And if we were to succeed, we're gonna get 10 national tax modifier. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna build a war chest. Also, one of the most awesome things about tribes is that they're allowed to pillage. And also, one of the unique things about this campaign would be that I never played as Shia. I don't think I ever played as Muslims. I'm a little bit familiar with their mechanics, they have like decadence and stuff, but I'm not that familiar, I've never played, so it's gonna be a new experience. Okay, and our focus would be just probably hunting again, because we need martial for our armies, and extra HP would be nice. There's new mechanics as well. Some children lack like child focus. So our son, what are you gonna be focusing on? I think they're pretty much the same as way of life focuses. So I guess you're gonna be trying to focus on martial as well. But which one? Struggle or pride? This fellow is very loosely tortured, chiefly being left to his own device and competing with other children. Common traits, outcomes for this focus are rowdy and willful. Rowdy +1 martial, willful +1 intrigue. In this thing, haughty +1 martial, brooding +1 intrigue. This child is proud and vain, convinced of their own superiority. And this child is quite a thinker. And you? This child is loud and lively, usually prefer rough physical or blah blah blah. This child is stubborn and strong-willed. Let's try to focus on struggle, I guess. Even though it sounds strange. But, and the second one, who are even you? You're just a random courtier. Why do I even care about you? I'm gonna give you away to someone else, someone who is like Marshall. Also, one of the... Oh. So even though I'm not your guardian, I need to choose your focus? That's interesting. I guess you're gonna be focused on pride then. Also, we need to find a wife for ourselves. Anyone with genetical traits around here, please? Looks like not. Maybe with stewardship and diplomacy at least. We're looks like losing no prestige for that. And yeah, also the alliances system got reward because marriages not given alliances straight away. They give just a non-aggression pact, and then you need to get another one option to get an alliance. Have you married? Yeah, we even didn't got a pop-up. That's interesting. Okay. Also, council is not as easy to handle anymore because I've jumped into the game as this tribe like for a couple of minutes just to check out what's going on, and the unfortunate part is like, look how crappy my marshal is. But I couldn't replace him because, look at this, he's a powerful vassal, and all the powerful vassals would want to have a seat on the council, and if I'm not gonna give it, they're gonna be upset. So even though he's crappy at marshal, I have to keep him in here because he's powerful vassal, so it's quite disappointing. Also, we do not have a free courtship lane. Could we invite Holy Man for 5 piety? Sure. Let's go and add a courtship lane, and let's go and start playing finally. So, first of all, powerful vassals. You need to be improved with. Also, a little bit hard of a part about this game as well is that all of our vassals currently Sunni and we're Shia, so we would need to convert them if we wanted all to go fine. Okay, we're gonna train troops in the capital. You're gonna build legend. Spy master probably just gonna try to steal technology from Constantinople because we're actually close enough to that, and it would be kind of nice to do, kind of nice to have. And you, do we need to proselytize? I don't think fate gonna matter much right now here, so we'll just try to raise, try to build zeal. And first couple of episodes in this game or in this series would just be me pillaging, because we need to loot as much money and as much prestige as we can to upgrade our holdings as much as possible, and just be able to at least raise mercenaries or raise our tribal armies. That's also one of the awesome mechanics of tribes, that for 500 prestige we could raise 2500 men, so it's gonna be kind of enough to protect against some of our neighbors. So for now we're just gonna go and start pillaging Hashemites. Unfortunately we only have 300 troops straight away, so it's kind of tricky. I think we could actually go to the speed 4. Because, yeah, the most thing we're gonna be doing is just sitting in their province, eating their money and prestige, then moving to another one. But we should be paying attention to them trying to fight us off, because they're definitely not gonna like it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's also kind of weird to see that we're like Sunni, or we're Shia, and we're allowed to pillage. That's an interesting combination, because, as I already said, I'm pretty sure there was no tribes, there was no Shia tribes, and there was no Maphysite tribes in the game before Conclave. I'm pretty sure about that. Oh, my wife's sending me a dog. 1 diplomacy, 1 health? Sure. And you're gonna be faithful, because we are really faithful. We're Shias and stuff. Okay, so took some loot from Azir. I'll just run away because they're raising 4500 troops, and go to Abbasids. Abbasids seems to be already engaged into the war. Attacking Armenia in Abbasid Holy War for Azerbaijan. Ooh. Sucks to be you, Armenia. Yeah. It's really damn scary to be so close to Abbasids, because as probably everyone already knows, Abbasids is like the the most dangerous guy around around this region at this time. So that would be unfortunate. But what we could do, if you're gonna be in a lot of trouble, we could just go and convert to Sunni. If you're gonna get attacked with a holy war by someone who we couldn't withstand, like Abbasids, and then we're still gonna be alive, and we're still gonna be allowed to pillage them. The problem is that we're not actually... No, we would be able to expand, because we don't own, or we not only have Holy War CB, but we also have the Conquest CB, Holy War for Medina, Conquest of Mecca. So yeah, even if I were to convert to Sunni, I'm still gonna be able to declare Conquest CBs. Is it because they're different government type? Because I've also been trying to play as Alodia, and they have no Conquest CB, but that's probably because they're... because all the people around you... No, actually, this guy is feudal. Huh. Could I see your CBs? Okay, this guy have... de jure claims, Holy Wars, de jure claims make tributary. Why do I have Conquest? What kind of thing does give me the Conquest CB? Is it the Shia religion? I'm not sure, it might be. Because yeah, as I already said, I've been trying to play as Alodia, and they don't have a Conquest CB. So the only CBs they have is make tributary, and that's why I decided not to play them, because it would be just a pain in the butt to expand, because I would need to just fabricate one claim after another, and it would take a huge amount of time. Oh, okay, these guys now a little bit upset about me burning down their holdings. I don't care. Okay, you're moving other way. You're probably gonna try to be or participate in the war. Attacking Abbasid Empire and Tigran conquest of Kufa. Oh, who is attacking you? Defending against Priest al-Mutaradi of Abbasid Empire against excuse me? You're the part of Abbasid Empire and you're defending against Abbasid Empire? I don't understand something. But okay, I guess it's... doesn't really concern me. The only thing that concerns me right now is the amount of money and prestige I'm gonna get from you. I need to get to like 500 prestige as soon as possible to be able to raise this tribal army in case of emergency. Also, you're engaging, which I do not like, so we're gonna be able to run away as soon as possible. Also, in this conclave expansion, there is a new mechanic that's called Shattered Retreat. For those of you who are familiar with Europa Universalis 4, there is such mechanics there, so we're now not gonna be able to just squish, or the army is not gonna be retreating just to a nearby province, so we're not gonna be able to squish them right after the battle. So it kind of helps when your army gets squished, but when we're gonna be fighting in a war, it would be slightly annoying to deal with, because this guy's gonna be just retreating all like back and forth, and there's gonna be a lot of battles, but I hope I'm gonna get used to that. Also, there's like a coalition system, which I don't know if it's a great idea, because I'm not sure if it's like historically accurate at all. Because I don't know about coalitions in this period of time, but who knows? Maybe it's a nice idea, maybe it's not. It's definitely gonna prevent our aggressive expansion, or prevent players from expanding too quickly, probably. But we'll see how bad is that. We're not gonna be able to expand quite yet, but yeah. Well, one of the things we also need to do is get as much troops as we possibly can, as quickly as possible, to just go and beat on Hashemites, I guess. I think they're only... or we're only gonna be able to eat them for now, because Abbasids already have 11,000 troops, 12,000, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to beat them. But if I were to declare war on Hashemites and raise like 2 tribal armies, or maybe mercenaries, we actually have access to mercenaries as well, and we're gonna be able to get a lot of money from these pillages. So yeah, if we're gonna be able to use mercenaries or tribal armies and try to conquer as much of Hashemite as possible, because Abbasids probably would want to take these lands at some point as well. They're both Sunnis, so maybe they're not gonna be that aggressive to each other. Let's actually look at you. Holy War... Excuse me? How do you have... Oh no, I was looking at myself. You have Claim Medina, Subjugation, Conquest of Hijaz, De jure Claim on Hijaz. So you do have Conquest. So it might be possible that actually, because we are Muslim, in a Muslim group, we actually have Conquest CB. Caliph can call for Jihad. Sunni dynasties grow decadent. It doesn't say anything about conquests in the description of the fate. But I guess it doesn't really matter where we're getting it from. Okay, let's go and try to pillage Medina now. 49 ducats in here, that's quite nice. It would really be also nice if we got any more armies. Talking about armies. Actually couldn't raise... Yeah, because we're a tribal guy. I couldn't directly raise armies from my vassals. I could only call them into the war. Into defensive or offensive war. And they might just decline. But yeah, I would probably like to keep opinion high with my vassals. So let's go and give away some honorary titles. Talking about honorary titles, they're now... The amount of opinions they give is a lot less now. Because last time Kaber Wrestling been given 15 and now it's only 5 opinions. So keeping vassals happy is gonna be slightly harder. This is pretty much what this expansion is about. About your vassals who's gonna be rebelling a lot. But I think it's not gonna be that harsh because we're a tribe and I don't think this council and these other things really or apply that much to the tribes, but and no, we'll see when we're gonna get a little bit bigger. And yeah, as I already said, all of these guys are still Sunnis, so we would need to do something with that. We would need to try to demand conversion, but for this to happen we would need to get 35 prestige, I think. Okay, and there's our first points from Constantinople. So we're gonna be able to bump up our technology a little bit. I will be trying to probably focus on trade practices, because trade practices is gonna help a lot when we're gonna become a republic. And an unfortunate part is that I would need to spend a lot of money and prestige on upgrades of my capital, but then we would need to transfer it to a coastal province if we want to become a republic. Also casually at this decision. Found Merchant Republic. Primary title has absolute tribal organization. Capital have a port in Halaban. Capital holding must be, yeah, and we need just have a large market city. So we would need to move our capital to one of these provinces when we're gonna conquer them. It would be probably quite nice to have Mecca as our capital, because it's a really damn nice province, and it's also just a remarkable province. It's like a holy site for our faith, I think. Yeah, Shia have... Does Shia have the same holy sites as Sunni? I'm not sure. But at least Mecca is definitely one of them, and it's just a pretty nice province. Okay, so this guy's pissed. How's Abbasids doing? Oh, they already almost crushed Armenia. That was quick. Yeah, but it wasn't really that surprising. Armenia probably have 2,000 troops at max. And they need to withstand 12,000 of Abbasids. But even though Abbasids have 12,000, I still could pillage them. And that's what we're gonna do right now. But yeah, raising armies would be quite nice. Also, let's go and just start improving our capital right now. I would probably try to avoid spending prestige for now. Let's just go and try to spend money. Like Wooden Hillfort. Plus 5% levy size and fort level. Yeah, levy size would be extremely useful. Because just the more troops we have, the safer I'm gonna feel about myself. Yeah, the safer I'm gonna just feel. We became ill, that sucks. How's our son doing? He's playful and he's timid. Even though we're focusing on rowdy and willful. Okay, so we have +1 diplomacy and +1 learning. I would prefer you to have more martial and stuff. Also, one of the things I found out is that probably because we are Shia as well, we have agnatic open succession, not Gavelkind, because I'm pretty sure a lot they have Gavelkind. Yeah, Ignetic Gavelkind, and I hate Gavelkind. Just such a terrible succession law. But with Ignetic Open, one person gonna inherit all of our titles, and it's most likely gonna be our son. So they're just gonna keep our holdings all together for all the times. So that's really great. But actually, it's already time for me to have a break in this first episode. So I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna continue in the next one. So if you enjoyed watching this, you can leave a like. If you want to see more, you can subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, if you I don't know, have any opinions, have any questions, have anything you need to say, you should leave it in the comments. I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna listen to it, I'm gonna imply it into the game if it's possible. And yeah, just say whatever you want. See you later, guys. Bye bye.